If you need help with an unemployment claim, it's not always easy to get through to the Department of Unemployment Assistance just by the phone.
No, a frustrated Middleborough woman reached out to our NBC10 Boston Responds team when she couldn't get through and couldn't get her unemployment benefits.
And as NBC10 consumer investigative reporter Leslie Gatiss tells us, the department says a steady rise in fraudulent activity nationwide is part of the reason.
Debbie Field's smartphone call logs back up her story.
So you can see that number I called 12 times that day. And if you click on it, it'll say the longest call time was 1 hour and 35 minutes.
Thank you for calling the Department of Unemployment Assistance.
The Middleborough mom says she spent hours on the phone and on hold earlier this year trying to get through to the Department of Unemployment Assistance for help with her unemployment claim.
There's 10 times there, with the longest being 2 hours and 20 minutes.
Debbie says she applied for unemployment benefits after the medical office she worked in closed down in late January. She says she filled out the needed paperwork but was repeatedly asked for additional documents.
And I've called probably 100 times trying to get through. I was transferred to people online on the phone that didn't know what to do, and they would transfer me back to the main system, and every time you got transferred, you had to wait another hour to get through to somebody, so it was just a crazy process to get this all taken care of.
We reached out to Massachusetts DUA on behalf of Debbie and several others this year who contacted NBC10 Boston Responds, frustrated with the department's call center, in an effort to get their cases escalated and get some answers. NBC10 viewers told us they were on hold multiple hours and days in a row, or continued to get a recording that told them to try calling back later in the week. A spokesperson with the Executive Office of Labor and Workforce Development tells us DUA is dedicated to delivering quality, efficient customer service and is taking steps to improve response time while ensuring program integrity. We are working with the U.S. Department of Labor to put new measures in place to prevent scams so that eligible claimants can access the benefits they need. On March 1st, DUA implemented the U.S. Department of Labor's new identity verification options and says it is watching the process closely and making data-driven decisions to improve customer service levels. But fraud investigations take time and resources, which can impact the call center. According to the department, current call center wait times are around 48 minutes, and the average wait time from the initial filing to receiving a first payment in Massachusetts is 18 days, 3 days less than what the federal government considers a timely first payment. Debbie waited 7 weeks.
If it had gone on much longer, I was going to have to take my daughter out of daycare, which would in turn hurt my ability to get a job because then I'd have to find daycare again. But again, thankfully I had resources to help me, but I know there's a lot of people out there that live paycheck to paycheck and have 7 weeks of no income.
DUA says it is working diligently to strengthen response and improve communication. It is instituting a callback feature so you don't have to wait on the phone, reassigning agents, moving the call center to a new platform that they say is an industry leader in call center communications, and it is applying for all available federal funding so they're able to fill critical support roles. And remember, if you have a consumer problem you need help with or a question you need an answer to, reach out to us at NBCBoston.com/contact responds. And we promise we will get back to you. Leslie Gatiss, NBC10 Boston.